Mr. West.
What?
We seem like we're getting Pepsi.
My favorite thing to do is bragging to students. I've been talking to some of my band director friends. Hey, you don't have to leave on that. You don't have to leave if you don't. It don't bother me at all. I love it. Yeah. Most beginning bands at this point usually play one or two pieces from their book, and they might play a page of music. I'm honored to say that these students here are playing real music the entire time. This first piece is a full page of music. It's called Atomic Clock, and they're playing another one called At Twilight. And then the last piece they're playing is 2 full pages of music. It's insane. And you know, they wouldn't be here without you. So before we start, I want you to give yourself a round of applause for making such awesome students. And then secondly, I want you to just be patient in between the pieces, because this first piece is just these guys. The second piece, we're having some junior high flute players come up to assist us with a really intricate hard part of the second one. And in the third one, I've invited everybody from the band program to come and play with us. And as you can tell, space is kind of limited, so we're probably going to have some students standing around. So just please be patient, but here is Atomic Clock. Atomic Clock. Before we play our next piece of music, there are a few students who I want to recognize. They didn't know this was coming. This is my favorite part also. I give out what I call a first chair award. And I usually give it to one woodwind, one brass, and one percussion player. And it doesn't usually necessarily go to the person sitting in first chair or anything like that. The things that decide who get this award is the most consistent student in that section. And what I mean by that is the kid who may not have started out the strongest, may not even be the strongest player now, but that's irrelevant to me in the sense of I don't care how great a student is at their instrument. It's all about attitude. And if a student is consistently working their tails off, as I say, to get better, I reward that. So the first chair award I want to give out goes to a woodwind player. And not only a woodwind player, she's a clarinet player, and it is Chastity Walker on the clarinet. Part of the reason why I'm so down. The next young man I want to recognize is someone who I have watched grow tremendously, not only as a player, but as a person over the last 2 years. When this kid walked into my band hall the first time in 5th grade, and he just said, "I want to play the drums." I was just like, I don't teach drummers, I teach percussionists, because you're going to do more than just bang on stuff back there. You're going to understand it. He's like, "All right, sign me up. That sounds great." And he's had that go-get-'em attitude ever since. And that's Mr. Jonathan Buck. Just oh, this next kid. I'm not the type of person to pick favorites, but this kid has the personality and the attitude to make you want to. She's going to be so shocked to win this award that I can't wait to see the reaction on her face. This student sucked when we first started. And she would tell you that. She would go, "Mr. West, I suck and I'm so sorry. I'm going to get better." She literally told me that at least 3 or 4 times a week. She said, "Mr. West, I suck and I'm sorry, but I'm going to get better." And she had that attitude and she had that drive. And she did just that. Now, whenever I tell her to play, I don't hear that at all. She's always confident. She's always a strong player. But most importantly, she has a great attitude when it comes to improving herself, and that is Brooklyn King. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. All right, without any further ado, we're going to get to work on this next piece. It's called At Twilight. You're going to hear this, and you're probably going to go, "Ooh, was that right?" The answer is yes, because I strategically put this piece of music on here so that we could try our hand at lyricism and dissonant notes. Bryce, will you play a G? Sorry, Bryce, will you play an F sharp?
Yes, sir. High or low?
High is fine. Okay. Emma, will you play an F natural? Okay, hang on just a second. Okay, here we go. All right, 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, those sounds. I know what you're thinking. I don't know. I'm with you. I've been with you all night, Mr. West, but I don't know about this one. That's what I want them to hear, because dissonance is not good in the sense of our common ear. So the more we can get them playing dissonant notes and resolving them to the good ones, the better. So just bear with me. I promise I kind of know what I'm doing, maybe, hopefully, and this should be great. All right, here we go. All right, ready?